So how's it going, peeps? I hope you're all well. Um, there's some big news in the boxing world. Or not big news, but two two superstars actually going head to head, having a dig at one another, and I think this is great. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence went back and forth. Um, they actually were face to face. I think it's the first time I've ever seen Crawford and Spence face to face, and it was heated. It was heated. Both of them, saying that, what, you don't want smoke. You don't want smoke. I'll beat you. But it's just great. I think it's great. These two is a potential massive fight, a huge fight between two great fighters. You got Errol Spence, who's the natural welterweight. Errol Spence also joked with Terrence Crawford. He's too small. He's too small. Look at him. He's too small. Terrence Crawford's obviously smaller than Spence, but he's very, very skillful. You'd probably say a lot more skillful and got a lot more tools and weapons than someone like Errol Spence. But a lot of people favour Spence in the fight because they feel that Spence has got good skills, but Spence is also a big guy, and they favour Spence. But if I'm honest with you, I favour Crawford. I just think stylistically, Crawford would deal with Spence. I think Spence is a good fighter, but I just don't think he's got the tools that Crawford's got in his arsenal, and that's why I would favor Crawford in this fight, because I just think Crawford's got a lot more to his game than an Errol Spence. Don't get me wrong, Spence is a very good fighter. He's strong. He's got big puncher, but I'm not sure he can deal with someone like Crawford's boxing ability. I think Crawford's boxing ability is off the rails. He's an exceptional talent. I think there's no question about that. Terrence Crawford is he's a different kind of fish. He's a different kind of fish. He's a special fighter. And I just think if them two were to meet, I think I would favor Crawford. Not massively, because obviously Spence is the bigger guy. Spence is a very good fighter. He's skillful, and he's the bigger man. So it definitely, if he catches Crawford, we don't know how Crawford's gonna take those shots. But you have to say Crawford is more skillful than an Errol Spence. Um, is this fight gonna happen? I don't think. I think they're gonna let it marinate. I can't see this fight happening. They were going at it in front of Bob Arum, by the way. So I'm pretty sure Bob Arum must have had a talk with Spence. Sit down, see how they can get this fight made. But I don't think anyone has the intention of making this fight now. I don't think it's big enough. I don't think they think this is a potential super fight. I have questioned that because I don't know how big these two guys can become. Because they should already be big. So the fact that they're not that big up now does question whether how big these guys can come. But definitely beef definitely helps sells fights. And these two beefing is definitely not going to hurt their profiles, and definitely not going to hurt the, dollars that they can make for this fight. So it's a fight that the world wants. I think in boxing right now, I think this is a fight that's probably the biggest fight in terms of competition, skill. It's not the biggest fight in terms of revenue and how many people are going to watch it, but in terms of, if you're a boxing hardcore, you'd probably have to say that Spence and Crawford is probably the best fight in boxing right now. It's that good. They're both exceptional fighters, and it's a fight that I would love to see. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts. What do you make of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence going back at it? Leave your thoughts, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next part of the video.